Hey, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We are here. Dearly beloved, we're here. Okay. Let me get my other platforms together so I can share this out to help you. So give me 1 second. I want to make sure that I share this out on my other platforms. I hope that you guys are doing good today. I hope that everything is working out in your favor today. Let me share it out while I'm sharing it out. Make sure you share it out too. And if you are watching this on a replay, your shares count too. So please share it out. I would so greatly appreciate it if you was to share this live out. Give me 1 second. Okay, my wife. I gotta just share it out in 1 second. Post there. Okay, so I posted on that page. Let me get on my Instagram now. A lot of y'all have came over to my Instagram. I say, look at you. Look at you coming over here to the Instagram. Me and my Instagram people, we are very much so acquainted, okay? Okay. It seems like we're good on this platform. Let me share it on these other platforms. And then we can get started. You starting what, girl? So we can get acquainted today. Make sure that so I be looking at like two screens, so I don't want y'all to be like, why she not looking at me? But I'm looking at like three screens at the same time. Live training. Wait, hold on. Okay, I see y'all sharing it out. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming. Okay, let me boom, boom, boom. Let me cut it on airplane mode. Okay, let's see. Mm, I'm starting. Give me 1 second. Add. Add. Okay. We're good. We're live. Hello. How are you? How's your day? Let's get it together. Hi. Hello. Let's get it. Let's get it started today. Hi, I thought I wasn't gonna show up, huh? I got messages like, "Are you going live today?" Like, you thought I wasn't gonna show up. Hey, you thought I wasn't gonna come, didn't you? Thought I wasn't gonna be here. We're here today. Hi. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hey, how are you? Hey. Let's get it together. Hey. So let me give it. I'm excited that we are here today. I'm excited that you guys decided to come to training today. We decided that we were going to keep this live series going because I was finished last Thursday, but we decided that I'm going to show up every Thursday for these trainings. And so I hope that you guys come on and show up. So let's get our lives together today as I train you on the good word on what we're going to do today. Let me share it out to some people. While I'm sharing it out, if you can share it out to a couple people, I would so greatly appreciate you sharing this out while I am sharing it out as well. I always try my okay. Okay. So today I want to talk about the 3 sales flows that I feel like all businesses need. I want to talk about the 3 sales flow that I feel all businesses need. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. Make sure that you guys register for the free goal planning training that is tonight. We're going to start at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm really hoping that you guys log on and sign up. Hey, Melon Papa, thank you. I'm really hoping that you guys show up tonight for the live training. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so if you guys are ready, can we put ready in the comments? If you guys are ready for the 3 sale categories I feel like these are like the 3 sale categories that all businesses should like have in order. Like we should already be prepared for these like sale categories. And so I just want to make sure that as we go into this quarter that you are prepared for these sale categories. Okay, Maya came with some good energy today. Okay, look at you, Yolanda. Come with some good energy today. We're not doing any dry, dull, dusty energy today. We're doing good energy today. I'm in a really good mood today. I'm in a really good mood today. Okay. So at 6 o'clock when I do my training, I'm gonna be in a really good mood too. But yeah, I want to talk about it. So these sale categories, if you're taking notes, I want you to divide your paper into 3 like sections. If you're taking notes, I want you to, one line. So you have 3 sections because I want you to work on each section at a time. So as you are taking notes, make sure you take notes in the right section because it can run together once I start training. So I want to make sure if you're taking notes, you already got your 3 sections already on your paper as you're taking notes. So when people are coming in, if you could put in the comments to make sure that they're taking notes in 3 different sections, you don't want to run these notes together because when you review them, you want to be able to clearly see your roadmap of what we talked about, okay? Okay, so number 1, when a person reaches out to you and they say hello, right? Most of the time, like we get DMs and or inbox messages, and people say hello, and you like, dang, like say more than hello, like, or they like, hello, I just started following you, or they'll say hello, I came from such and such who recommended you, right? They're cold, they are brand new. It takes a lot of courage for a person to reach out to you. Like it takes a lot of courage. We're battling our own insecurities, our own mental health. We're battling a lot. So it takes a lot for a person to reach out to you because when they're reaching out, they're in essence saying, I have a problem. Like I have a problem and I feel like you're the solution. So when a person reaches out to you, it's a very vulnerable place to be in when a person reaches out. Like it's like, dang, like I really need help with this. Like, because we don't like asking for help. Like we feel like we could do it by ourselves. We feel like we got it. And so when we reach out to ask people for help, it's a very vulnerable place to be in. And so some people don't come out and say, hello, I need help with such and such, right? They're just into the shock that, dang, I need help. So when a person reaches out to you and they say hello, what category are we putting these people in that says hello? A lot of times, like, well, all they said was hello, so I'm not about to keep saying nothing. Like, if they wanted something, they would have said something. They're scared. They're nervous. Like, they're in a very vulnerable place. So when a person reaches out to say hello to you, what's the process for hello? So number 1, the first sale flow is when a person says hello, right? They don't really give you enough information to work with for you to give them like the answer to their problem because they haven't told you a problem. How do you maneuver that? How do you maneuver a person that just says like, hey, I just started following you, or hey, my friend Bianca told me about you? Like, you like, okay, well, you gonna tell me something else? No, it's up to you as the like when you walk into the store and I walk into the store and they say, hey, can I help you? No, I'm just looking, right? That's the same thing. When a person reaches out into your inbox and they say hello, it's like me walking into the store and you asking me, can you help me? And I'm like, no, I'm just browsing. I'm just looking, right? They'll say, right? Okay, well, we have new stuff in. is just something you looking for in particular. We have new stuff that just came in. We're asking probing questions to figure out how we can help you. So when a person reaches out to you, and when they reach out to you, all they say is hello, what are you going to do? Because that's there is cold. But it takes a lot of courage for a person to just reach out to you, right? So if they say hello, they are interested. They might just be shy. They might be nervous. They might not even really know what it is that they're looking for from you. They just like you, or maybe you can help them. So for me, right, when a person says hello, right, you're not on my email list when you tell me hello, you on social media. So my job is to make you feel comfortable and to give you the tools that you need so that you can figure out what you need from me. So when you reach out to me and you say hello, I'm going to say, oh my God, I know it took a lot of courage for you to say hello. So hello to you too. I'm super excited that you are here, right? If a person reaches out to you and they say hello, stop leaving them on just read. Like, it takes a lot of courage for a person to reach out to you, to talk to you. So instead of you and your ego being cocky, like, oh my God, like they just reached out and said hello, like if they ain't gonna say nothing, then I'm not gonna help them. No, like they reached out, so they want something. So for me, right? I'm going to say, when they say hello, we'll say, oh my God, like I know it took a lot of courage for you to just even say hello. Like, I appreciate you being over here. Like, thank you. They gonna say, oh my God, like, yeah, it took a lot of courage. Like, you're waiting for them to say something back. If they don't say anything back, right, then I'll say, I don't know why you're here, right? But I'm glad you're here. I have some resources and some freebies to be able to help solve whatever business problem you have. Click here to get on my email list, right? I'm trying to take you from social and put you on my email list. I have no clue what you want, but obviously you want something from me. So in order for me to do my job, I have to collect some type of information. And so since you didn't forthcome with the information, I'm gonna put you where I want you, which is on my email list. Because obviously you didn't say nothing. So therefore, I'm gonna take control of this conversation. Even though you initiated, I'm gonna take control. So when a person reaches out, if you're just coming, I want you to have 3 sections on your paper, okay? Because we're taking notes. I want you to have 3 sections. So the first one is the first cell flow is when a person reaches out to you to say hello. What do you give them? When a person reaches out to you to say hello, what do you give them? Most of you will leave them on red. Most of you be like, well, I'm not about to keep fishing and try to figure out what it is that you need. Like, if you needed something, you would have just told me what it is that you needed. My approach is different, especially because I've been in business for a while. I've done the work and the healing and counseling, and I've done this for a long time. So I know that when a person says hello, they're shy. They don't really know what they want. They might just like your hair. It just might be a feeling. They might just stumble across, but they want some type of acknowledgement. So acknowledge them. Hey, oh my God, I know it took a lot of courage for you to even say hello. I'm happy you're here. If they don't say nothing back, like if you don't see no little bubbles and them saying nothing back, then proceed with the normal call to action. In order for me to be able to properly help you, I want you to try me before you buy me. So let me give you some resources to help you to be able to grow your business at whatever level it's in. Click here to get some free resources, because I want to take you from here to where you said hello to put you in a place where we can have a real conversation. We can have a real conversation if I don't know what it is that you need. But to help you with what you need, or to help you figure out what you need, I need you to get on my email list. So I'm going to take you from social and I'm going to give you a link to put you on my email list. So when a person says hello, what are you going to give them? You need some resources, and not resources that are online, because they already follow you online. So you need to take them from social media to a place that you can control, which is your email list. So if you only got 1 freebie or 2 freebies or whatever the case might be, that's kind of the breaking the ice. Like, hey, I don't know why you here, but I have some amazing resources to be able to help you, and it's absolutely free. Like, click here to get on my email list so that you can be able to get it. So I'm going to move you. A lot of you are not into lead building. A lot of you not into list building. Like a lot of you are not into making a person feel comfortable. I gotta feel comfortable enough to give you my hard-earned money, whether it's $5, $10, $300, whatever the case might be. You have to make me comfortable, especially on social media. We have personal brands on social media, right? This ain't my Google page. This ain't my Uber page. This ain't my Yelp page, right? This ain't Whole Foods page. Like, this is my personal page. So personally, you reached out to me, right? So in order to grow a business, I feel like in order to grow a business to the level that it can go, I believe that we buy from people that we like, know, and trust. And so I put a lot of emphasis into my personal brand. Because personally, you're here because of me. And it just so happens that I told you to go to other places. But personally, you came here for me. Like, personally. So therefore, when a person reaches out to you, move them to business. Move them. Like, hey, I'm glad you here. I'm glad you, I don't know how we crossed paths, but I'm happy we crossed paths. In order for me to help you, I want to give you some resources first so we can figure out where the help is needed or whatever the case might be. Set it up for your freebie. So when a person has to say hello, they're looking for some information. I'm not saying hello to give you $3,000 for your $3,000 program. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm a little timid, right? But it took me enough courage and a lot of courage. I'm an introvert, whatever the case might be, for me to even say hello. Respect my hello. Like, respect my hello. Because there's a million people on social media. I decided to say hello to you. I didn't have to say anything to you. But I thought of you enough, right? And I thought that you were dope enough for me to even muster up a conversation and say hello. So the people that say hello, that reaches out to you in your DM or your inbox or whatever the case might be, treat them with respect, okay? Don't be like, oh, if you really wanted something, you would have told me. Like, how you just gonna say hello and not say nothing else? That's the first step. You have no clue where these people are. Like, you have no clue what's going on in their mental. You have no clue, where they are in their walk of life. Like, hello was all they could probably muster up, So when a person tells me hello, I have a flow for the hello. Your flow for the hello, which is flow 1, needs to be to get them on your email list. Whatever that looks like. A lead magnet. I do lives all the time. I'm always doing a free training. Like, oh my God. Like, I'm so honored that you said hello. Like, I would love to help you. I'm doing a free training next week. So get on my email list so you can get information about it. You don't have to have no damn free training. Like, just get them on your email list. I got a training that can help you. I don't even know what you need. But if you get on my email list, we can figure it out. So take the traffic from here and move them. Move me from social to a place that you can monetize, a place that you own, which is your email list, okay? So number 1 is the flow. When a person says hello, what's the flow for hello? My flow for hello equals some free resources. I'm not sending you to my YouTube channel. I'm not sending you to my Facebook lives. I'm not sending you to my LinkedIn because I don't have no information on you. I have no clue what you want. I have no clue how I can help you. Get on my email list and we can figure it out from there. Because obviously you need some direction. Boom. I'm a good directioner. Come over here to where I need you, okay? So the first flow is hello. Where do they go from hello? If you're ready for number 2, put 2 in the comments. Ready for number 2, put 2 in the comments. So the first flow that you need to have in your business is when a person says hello, right? They ain't giving you a lot of information to work with. You can't really, you can't recommend nothing. It's just like, hi, like, okay, well, hey, I'm glad you're here. So you need something for that hello. That's your lead magnet. Okay, that's your lead magnet. You don't know what lead magnet they need either. So I don't want to prescribe you on how to grow your coaching business when you really looking for, sales solutions. So for me, I have like a little resource guide of, hey, get on my email list and I have a lot of freebies on there to be able to help you get to where you're trying to go. I'm going to give you some options. But I'm not going to say, hey, I have a resource on how to grow your coaching business. Or, hey, I have a resource on, how to get your back end together. Or, hey, I have a resource on how to pitch to corporations. I don't know what you need because you haven't told me anything. So you need a blanketed call to action. It could be, hey, I do free trainings every single month on how to grow your business. And so I'm hoping that that's you because you said hello. Here's a link for you to get on my email list so we can so you can see, if we're mutually beneficial to one another. Or here's a link for you to get on my email list for a training that I have coming up. So you have to move the traffic. Okay. Number 2, when a person says, I need more information, right? Like, oh my God, like I'm really excited about joining your program. You know, I need more information. Like they're still like on a cuff. Like they're still like on the cuff. Okay. This is like, I need more information. Like I'm kind of sold, but I ain't really sold. Don't send them to your website. I've already been to the website already. I already looked at the website because I'm interested. So I've already looked at the website. I already seen the sales pages already. I've already done that already. And don't be like, okay, well, you know, if you need more information and you can't figure out what I bring to the table, then you know, I don't need to work with you. Like a lot of y'all have these like social media responses that is a direct reflection of how your bank account looks. Because you have this, I'm the table and the chairs. Like if you can't see my value, then you know you need to go to somebody else. Like that's not what they're saying. If I said, hey, I'm interested in the program, I just need I need a little bit more information. Or like I looked at the page, like, you know, I'm kind of on the cuff. Well, okay, well, if it's between me and somebody else, then you need to go to somebody else. A lot of you have these hostile social media ego tactics. It don't work. Like you real cocky. I'm cocky about my work, right? I have a whole brand turn your cocky up. I'm cocky about my work. I'm really good at my job, but I'm not a cocky person. Cocky about my job. I could do this with my eyes closed, right? But I don't have that type of energy that you guys give off, which is like mean girl energy. Like it's like if you can't see what I bring to the table, then you need to go ahead and work with somebody else. Like that's not what they're asking. They're saying I'm on a cuff. I like what I see, not quite sold yet. So if they're not quite sold yet, what do you show them? For me, right? When a person says that to me, like, oh my God, like I would love to join your program. Like I looked at the stuff, like I'm really interested, you know, I'm gonna think about it. Or, you know, I really liked it, but you know, I don't really know yet. They're looking for more receipts. They're trying to figure out if what I say I do and what other people say I do, if it makes sense, if it matches up. They're looking for more receipts. They're looking for more, yeah, she that great. I'm gonna give her my dollars. Like they're looking for receipts when they say that. So if they're looking for receipts, give them receipts. For me, it's how I do business. So they want my business portfolio. They want my case studies. They want my white papers. They want my video testimonials. They want screenshots from clients. Like they looking for me to show them that I am who I say I am and I can do what I say I can do and I'm that girl. Like that's what they're looking for. Like I see you dope and I see I want to work with you, but I don't know, I'm a little bit on the cuff. Like they looking for you to prove yourself. I'm all for showcasing value. I showcase value every day. I'm never in the business of begging anybody to work with me, but I have built my business and my reputation of showcasing value. I am going to show you that my price is my price. We're not wavering and I'm worth every dollar plus more. So you're asking me to showcase my value is what you're asking me. No worries. Here you go. Here's my case study. Here's my white paper. Here's all my testimonials. Like this my capability statement, right? This is my business resume. This all the clients that said I was dope. Like, yeah. Like they asking you for where your cocky sheet at. Like if you say you the shit, where's that? You say you dope, where's that? If you say you the greatest, where's it at? If you say that you're better than them over there, where's it at? Like that's what they're asking you for. So you gotta have it. You gotta have it. Like, where's your business portfolio? Where's your case studies at? Where are those white papers at? Where are those, you know, video testimonials at? Where are the people that said that you were great other than you? Like, that's what they're looking for. So when a person says, like, hey, I'm interested, I just need a little bit more information, or, you know, I have a couple questions. Don't be like, okay, well, all that's on the website. Like, you know, you got a question, you can just look at it on the website because I talk about all that on the website. You don't think I already looked at the website already? You don't think I already did my research already? And even if I didn't, assume that I did. Like, oh my God, like, I'm so honored that you want to work with me. Like, you know, let me send you over my business portfolio so that you can look it over. That should be able to answer any questions, comments, and concerns. that you have. It has case studies, white papers in it, testimonials in it, things of that nature. But, if you want to talk about it and hop on a call for 15 minutes to kind of see if we're mutually beneficial to one another, absolutely. Here's the link for you to get on my schedule. Does tomorrow at 4 o'clock work for you? Like, the money is right there. The money be right there. And y'all just drop the ball every time. It's just, I don't understand. Like, I don't know who taught you, but I'm trying to teach you differently going into this next quarter. You have to position yourself as an expert in your industry. When they say I need more information, they're looking for receipts. They're looking for you to be the expert that you said you are. They looking for, if you say you the head person in charge, what a receipt said. Because I heard you say it, but I don't see nobody else seeing it. They're looking for social proof. They're looking for a stamp of approval. And a lot of you don't have it. And so that's your insecurity. Like, okay, well, I did the sales page. So if they can't see the value in what I bring into the table, then I don't need to work with them. That's your insecurity because you don't have it. If you had your case studies, your white paper, if your portfolio was on deck, if you had testimonials, it's like, oh, okay, well, here you go. Check me. Here you go. But y'all don't have it. So that harps on your insecurity because it's like, they trying to check me. Yes, I'm trying to give you my money, my hard-earned money that I work really hard for. Absolutely. And a lot of you don't like people to ask you questions because it harps on your insecurity. Because you don't feel confident. You don't feel like what you bring to the table is value. You don't feel like you got enough receipts. Like, you don't feel like you're worthy of it. Like, you don't feel like you're already on the fence of, damn, this is high. Dang, they asking questions. Absolutely. I got a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions when I'm giving somebody my money. And I have the money. I got a lot of questions. I work really hard for my money. So for me to part with my hard-earned money and give it to you, I got questions. Absolutely. I got a lot of questions. I do. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to ask all of the questions because it's my money. So if you want me to give you my hard-earned money, I'm not telling you to beg me to give it to you, but I'm asking you to showcase value. Absolutely. Out of all these people, I thought of you. So the money is warm. What you about to do? What? I got questions. Nah, okay. Well, if you got questions, you could just look on the sales pages like, oh, want me to give them my money? No worries. I already looked on the sales page. How you think I know how much it costs? How you think I got questions? I've already done my research already. So this is why I have questions. But a lot of you don't have that like confidence to be like, okay, well, what questions you got? Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you're not confident enough, and that harps on your insecurities that I want to ask you questions. Absolutely, I want to ask you questions. I'm about to give you my money. I got questions. Absolutely. So if a person says, I like it, I just got some questions. Or, let me talk to my husband. Like, they're giving you their rebuttal. They're telling you why they are on the fence. But you and your arrogance and you not being as confident, you feel like, well, they could just go to somebody else. Like, if they feel that way, let them go to somebody else. You work so hard to get to this point. You about to drop the ball because I got some questions. I'm only asking you questions based on what you said you do. I'm asking questions for my peace of mind. I already deemed you worthy of the money, but I'm asking questions for me to make sure that I'm okay, to make sure that I'm just not banning a program and I'm not going to use it. I'm trying to just make sure that we vibe. I'm trying to just make sure that, okay, what I thought I heard and what I thought I saw, does it work for me? I got questions. Y'all be so offended when a person asks you questions. Like, I was about to give somebody some money last week for something, and I'm like, hey, like, I read it over, but I got a couple questions. Like, when can we talk? Or is it somebody that I can talk to? Is there an email I could send? Because, I have some questions. She's like, well, what questions do you have? I put everything on the sales page. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Well, I don't have any questions. That clarified it for me. Thank you so much. Like, you gonna treat me like that? I'm trying to give you my money. And I ain't saying you got to jump through hoops. I ain't saying you got to give me no special treatment. But I'm all about automation with human components. I'm all about automation with human components. If I'm a human and I got a question, I want to talk to a human. That's it. If I'm a human and this human has human questions, I want to be able to talk to a human. whether it's a bot that I could talk to in a text message, whether it's a number that I can call, whether it's an email I can talk to, whether I could talk to you in my DM, whether you voice recording me back and forth in the DM. I got a question. Absolutely. You want this human to give you human some money. I got some human questions. So just be clear. When a person I say, hey, I have questions, they're on the cuff of giving you some money. And I might not have the money right now. I might be like, okay, well, I want to make sure that, I don't have the money right now, but when a program launches, you said it launches in 2 months, I just want to make sure that I'm saving up for the right thing. A lot of you be like, okay, well, they asked me all these questions and they ain't buy nothing. Right. It might not have been for me to buy right now. A lot of time I talk to a lot of people. I am on somebody's Christmas list, right? I talk to a lot of husbands in quarter 4 around like Christmas time. And I talk to a lot of husbands in quarter 1 because it's like, hey, my wife said that for Christmas, she want to work with you. So, I'm just trying to ask some questions to make sure that, we on the right track. If this is what you really need, I want to know how much it costs. Do you have any payment plans? Do you have anything going on? Like, I got questions. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, you want to talk to me in January for some stuff in December? Like, nah, you can't. You ain't see that on the sales page. Oh, okay. Like, people have questions. So number 2 is if a person says, hey, I want, if they're giving you their rebuttal, right? They say like, hey, I really do want to work with you, but I want to know that I deal with a lot of different time zones. Like I'm on 8 different time zones, right? From a service perspective, I have clients in 8 different time zones, right? So a lot of times I get the question like, hey, I live in Kuwait, right? And the program is at this time, right? I want to know if I'll be able to watch the replay. Or, I want to know how long I'll have access to this information. Like, I want to know if I have a question, can it be a compromise to where we meet each other, on my timeline once in the program? Like, I get those questions a lot. Like, absolutely. I'm not doing my whole program to be in your time zone. However, I will, give you a 30-minute session to be on your time zone to answer any questions, comments, and concerns that you have as you're going through the program. Absolutely. That ain't on the sales page. That's a very specific question. The money is already there already. They're just trying to get it. I could be like, you know what? If you got a question, okay, well, if it went on the sales page, everything you need to know is on the sales page. Everything you need to know wasn't on the sales page. Like it wasn't there, right? So number 2 is the next sale flow that you need. If a person has questions, right? They're telling you, I'm interested. I'm ready. I'm kind of on the cuff. I don't really know. Like they're looking for a value. They're looking for you to show them that you are who you say you are. That's what they're looking for. So where's the stuff to show people who you say you are? Where are your case studies? Where are your white papers? Where are your testimonials? Where's your social proof? Because they're not convinced all the way to press the button to purchase, but they right there. So why not just, okay, what questions do you have? I would love to address your questions. What questions do you have? Like, what is it that you need? Okay. So that's number 2. Number 1, when a person says hello, how do you proceed with that? When a person say, I need more information, they're kind of on the cuff. Like, how do you proceed with that? Okay. Ready for number 3? Put 3 in the comments. So number 1 was hello. What's your process for when the person says hello? And the process is always the same. So I'm telling you, if they say hello, what you got? Have it in your notes. Like, have it in your notes. We all got iPhones. Put it in your notes. A person says hello. This is the link that they get. A person says they need more information. They need a business portfolio. Like, this is how it works. Difference between a testimony and a case study is if it's just first person. Okay, so a testimonial is what you give me. A case study is what I write up based on you. So a testimonial is you wrote based on your experience, right? I worked with Bianca, we did such and such, blah, blah, blah. A case study is my process, right? I'm saying that, hey, based on what she said, this was my process that I went through to get to this particular outcome, right? You're welcome. And if you want to, I have a whole training on how to do cake. And also, let's talk about it. We're doing summer school, right? So we're doing summer school and we're doing our 6 month group coaching, right? So our 6 month membership group coaching is for coaches and consultants. You're aspiring to be a coach and consultant, and or you are a coach and consultant, but you're looking for this to be your full-time thing, or you're looking for it to match the salary at your job. So our 6 month coaching and consulting program, right? I'm doing an informational session on it on Tuesday, right? So if you click the link in the bio, you'll be able to register for the informational session. We're doing summer school, and summer school is a 5-week accelerated program. So in summer school, I'm teaching you how to write a case study, how to do a business portfolio, how to do a white paper, how to do a 2-page proposal, how to do webinars that convert, how to do your digital products, right? How to reposition your offer. And so in summer school, it's 5 weeks. It's accelerated. It's really fast. It's for those that want to jumpstart their business, really the fast way. You want to learn and you want to fail fast. So we have summer school, and then we also have our 6 month membership program. So both of them start in June. Summer school is just 5 weeks though. Membership goes from June to November. So we have informational sessions for both of them. If you go to worksmartprofitsmarter.com, you'll be able to register for both of the sessions. Okay. Do you have a product I can buy that has the operations you need in your business? No. Operations is what we do from a service perspective. So not a product to help you. We build operations from scratch and processes from scratch. So that wouldn't be a product. That would be a strategic plan. And so that's when we work together for 4 hours and we build out the different divisions and flows of your business. But we don't have a product. That's one of our signature services. So that wouldn't be a product. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, number 3. So we did number 1. We did number 2. Number 3. When a person says that they are ready to work with you, right? They came from hello to kind of have a little bit more information to now like I'm ready to work with you. Like I'm ready now. You did all this. I'm ready to give you my money. What's your process for that? If I tell you I'm ready to give you my money, how does that work? How can I book the 4-hour call? Just DM me. So you could just DM me. Yeah, but we do 4.5-hour strategic plans. So just DM me. Just send me a message. You can send me a message now and then. When I get off here, I will message you. Okay. So when a person says they're ready, right, to give you their money, are you timid? Are you fumbling it? Are you confident with it? Like, dang, I did all this work. They finally want to give me some money. Right. What's the process for that? Because a lot of you are not ready. You do all this work to get a person to say yes. And now I say yes. And now you fumble. That should have been the first thing you came up with, right? If Bianca says yes, then she's ready. What's the process, right? Do we hop on a call to make sure? Because for me, I like to talk. I want to make sure that first that we're a good fit, that the energy is right, that you just not buying something and you're not going to use it, that you're not going to waste my time, that you're not going to have me doing this work and then you really don't want to do no work. Like I got a lot of factors that I be thinking about. So for me, it's not a link for you to just be like, okay, book like the person just asked like how to book the 4-hour. It's not a link for you to just book a 4-hour, right? Like I want to vet you just like you should be vetting me. I want to vet you too. Like a good client is not a client that can pay. In order for you to be a client, you have to pay. So if we take payment off, right? For me, it has to be a fit for me, right? Because I could just put you in a digital product. In a digital product, we don't have to meet, we don't have to talk. I don't know you, you don't really know me. I ain't got to deal with your personality. We ain't got to talk on the phone. We don't got to work together. A digital product is just you bought it, you using it. But when it comes to a service, my flow is different, especially because from a service perspective, I don't work with that many people. I'm very clear on, my business model. And so we have a lifestyle business model. So my business model is 90% digital. So I've taken my intellectual property and I've put them in courses, classes, trainings, and all of that, right? So 90% of my money comes from digital and 10% is service. Of that 10%, 8% is our government and corporate contract. And then 2% is small businesses. So this 4 hour is small businesses. And so therefore I cap my income from a service perspective on purpose. I want to work with a lot of people. I want to work with a lot of different personalities. You know, a lot of people work ethic ain't on my work ethic. So it's a lot of factors that go into play. So for me, I would rather just sell you a digital product and you go through the product. And then from there, we can figure out if we're mutually beneficial to one another. But that's my process. My process is we need to have a conversation first. I just don't want you to be buying stuff, just be buying stuff. Because that's my reputation too. I build my business off of testimonials. If you bought it, you ain't doing it. I'm not getting no testimonial. And you telling people you working with me too, that don't look good for me, that you're not doing your job. It's a lot of factors that go into that. But that's my process. Your process, you might not care. You might be like, you know what, just purchase it. You know, I only got to deal with you for 4 hours. But 82% of my clientele is repeat clientele. So from this 4 hour, I'm trying to upsell you to something else, to upsell you something else, to upsell you something else. I'm trying to build a long lasting pipeline, right? But for you, it might be like, you know, this 4 hours is just this 4 hours. Let's just do this 4 hours. Like, but my process is different. So when a person says, I'm ready to work with you, what does that process look like? Is it like, okay, this is the link, from the link, then we do the call, from the call, we do the contract, from the contract, you pay the invoice, from the invoice, we had a kickoff. Like, what's your process? Or is it like, okay, you booked it, this the link, let's show up for the call? What's that process what does that look like when a person, you done all this jumping through hoops and all this work, finally get a person to deem you worthy to give you this money that you've worked so hard to get, and I'm finally ready. Don't fumble. Like, don't fumble. Because how you act when I give you my money should be the same energy you had before I gave you my money. I do not like working with people like that. You so responsive. You in the DM, you answering all my questions. I'm sending emails, you answering all my questions. Very responsive. Once I give you some money, it's ghost. Now I gave you my money. Now it's process. Like, oh, I don't do business in the DM. You was just doing business in the DM. Oh no, you know, if you want to work with me, you got to get on my calendar. If you want to work with me, you got to send me an email. Like, oh no, I don't take messages. I don't do that. You was just doing all this before to get my money. Now that I gave you my money, you got stipulations. Keep the same energy, right? I made my post yesterday. Put your processes and systems in place. And when those processes and systems is in place, make sure you enforce them so people can respect them. But if I'm sending you DM messages all day and you answering all my questions in the DM and you converting me in the DM, now we work together and I have questions and you trying to tell me you don't answer DM messages, you a lie. You was answering all my questions before I gave you my money. So when that happens, right, you can say like, hey, I know I'm answering your questions in the DM right now, but our preferred method of communication once you become a client is email. So I know that I'm answering your questions here right now because I want to make sure that I'm attentive and I give you the attention that you need. But once you become a client, we have separate processes and procedures. So I just want to be clear about that. However, I tell you that in my 15 minutes. I tell you this when we work together, right? But if you was just to click the link and to purchase, then you would think like, okay, I was answering all these questions in the DM and now I work with it and now she acting funny. Like, no, I told you based on here, this is what we were doing. But once you come over here, it's a team of us. It's not just me. So it's proper protocols that happen over here. Or just start from the beginning, like, hey, you got questions. I think that's great. Here's my email. Email me so we can have a conversation because in the DM it gets lost in translation. But I wanted to respect and honor, you know, your request here. But in order for me to do business, you know, and to properly serve you, I need you to come on and email me over here so we can have a conversation. It's all about communication. It's all about how you position it, okay? So when a person says they're ready to give you some money, how you gonna proceed with that? You should not be fumbling. You did all this work. You did all the dancing and all the showing and all the content and all the pointing and all the videos and all the carousels. You did all this for us to get to game time. Is this the game now? Like, don't fumble. So a lot of you fumble, but that's the money. So if the process is not good when I gave you my money, I'm not giving you any more money. Because how your process is set up now is how the process will be of us working together. So therefore, set your process, and it doesn't have to be long. It don't have to be extensive. Like it ain't got to be a 5-step funnel and a 4-step meeting and 3 kickoffs and 4 of that. We don't care about any of that. We just want a seamless process, whatever your process is. And people that do real business respect other people's processes. You can't respect my processes and what I do and how I put them in place, then you're not a client for me, right? My process is my process. I'm not catering my process to you. The process for everybody. So it's not like you're getting special treatment and I'm doing this for somebody else. Like the process is the process. And a client that wants to work with you will respect your processes. But also as a business owner, you should have some processes. And it shouldn't be different for Brittany over there and Amy over here and Mike over there and Chris over there. It's the standard process. People respect processes. People respect policy. So put your processes and your policy in place and be upfront about that before I give you my money. Don't come up with these new processes and these procedures now that I done gave you my money. Right? Let me know before. Like, hey, I'm super excited that we're deciding to work together. I would just want to tell you our processes and our procedures, and I want to make sure that we're on the same page. Also, just a tip you didn't pay for, have them sign it. I know when y'all send out contracts, y'all send this long contract out and it be having all this stuff in it that you didn't just Googled and you didn't put it together. I would prefer if you just wrote up your own stuff. Like, this my process. This my cancellation policy. I would sign 7 of them. If you got 7 different contracts or 7 different addendums, make me sign them. Don't put all that on one thing and then I just signed it. Because people don't read. So don't put all your stuff on one little contract and then be like, okay, now sign it. We didn't read that. But if you make it simple and plain, in our process, we have about 4 to 6 like things that you have to sign. This is our cancellation policy. This is our late policy, right? This is the add-on policy, right? This is our kickoff policy, right? All of them is signed. All of them is in black and white. All of them is no longer than a paragraph or 2 so that you could be clear. So it don't be like, oh, in the fine print. I like my fine print blown up. Absolutely. And it's a fine print blown up. I want my fine print blown up. I want to make sure that we on the same page. So blow this fine print up so I can see what you're talking about. This too little. What you trying to say right here? Okay, well, I got questions about this. Like, what does that mean? Oh, it's separate for your case. Okay, I need a separate addendum so I can sign that separate for my case. Like when I talk to clients and they're in a different time zone. Well, we talked about that. I would give you a 30-minute session for us to work together on your time zone. You need that in writing. Yeah. So I'm going to send it like, hey, it's a special clause. This is not our normal thing, but since you live in Uganda and it's 17 hours ahead, I stated that I would give you a 30-minute session and I would meet you on your time zone in that 30-minute session. You don't have to accommodate my time zone. I will accommodate your time zone. That needs to be rolled up. That needs to be written. That needs to be written up. That needs to be rolled up. So you can sign it, right? So I just want to make sure that you guys are doing real business, okay? People respect people that do real business, okay? You need real business. You need real processes, real systems, right? Whether you make no money or a lot of money, okay? You having simple processes and systems in place. When I wasn't making any money and I was just starting out, it looked like I made a whole bunch of money over here, okay? Because my processes and my systems was intact, okay? It's like, she got to be making some money over there. And then you just start making money over here because it don't look bootleg, right? It don't feel small businesses. But like, she do real business over there. Whole time, all I did was type up something on a Google form, put it inside a hello sign and have you sign it. But it's your processes. It's how you are perceived. It's how you handle business. People treat you how you treat your business. People treat you how you treat yourself. So if I'm treating my business and myself with the utmost respect, you think I'm gonna let you come up here and disrespect my processes and what I put in place? Absolutely not. So just be clear, okay? So let's go back through it. Number 1, hello. When a person says hello, what's the flow for that? When a person says like, hey, I like that, but they're going to tell you their rebuttal. They're going to say, I like that, but, based on the time frame that it's done, I don't really know if I can make it. like, okay, I would really love to join the program, but I kind of on the fence about it because, I'm a therapist and I see a lot of testimonials from people, that's in fitness. So I'm just trying to see if that makes sense for me. Absolutely. I have 5 clients who are therapists. Here are the case studies and the video testimonials from them. Or, hey, this is my client, Brittany. I have already told her that you will be reaching out to her because she's a therapist too. And so I want you to be able to talk to her to answer, for you to ask her any questions, comments, and concerns that you have about work with me. So this is Brittany information. So reach out to Brittany. Like, she'll definitely tell you how she worked in the program, how I was able to help her. But don't take my word for it. Talk to Brittany, right? They're asking for, I'm on a cuff. I really want to work with you. But this thing right here that I don't really know. Okay. So number 2, I need more information. Number 3, I'm ready to work with you. You need all this work to get my money. It should be a seamless process. Processes doesn't have to be complicated, right? It just has to be a simple 1, 2, 3. Doesn't have to be complicated. Your process is your process. Your procedures is your procedures. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs to be organized, right? And it has to just be run seamlessly. So that's kind of our 3. I'll take questions. I see that you guys have questions, so I'll take questions. I want to talk about tonight. So tonight we have the strategic goal planning. If you go to Work Smart, Profit Smarter, you can get in on it. And it starts at 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. So it's 1:45. You kind of all over the place. You need a little structure. I'm doing a free goal planning class. All you gotta do is go to worksmartprofitsmarter.com. Click the link in the bio. Register for that. Then next week, we have our informational session. So summer school, 5-week accelerator program. Then we have our 6-month coaching program. That's strictly for aspiring coaches and consultants and or new coaches and consultants or businesses that want to add a coaching and consulting division. I believe all businesses need a coaching and consulting division because people ask you questions all the time and you end up giving the information for free because you don't have a division in it. You don't have no payment link. You don't have no form. You don't know the process for that. It's just like, okay, well, yeah, you can pick my brain. Oh, yeah, you want to ask me all these questions? You can ask me all these questions. So people, you coach and consult people all the time, no matter what industry you're in. People have questions. Like, people aspire to do what it is that you do. So they have questions. I feel like all businesses need a coaching and consulting division. This is my link. You got questions? Click here. This is my program. You got questions? Click here. But if you don't have that in place, then you'll just keep giving away your intellectual property that you work so hard for free because you don't have the right processes and procedures in place to be able to capitalize on that. So I feel like all businesses need, no matter what it is that you do, you're giving people your intellectual property to help them to be able to do what it is that you do. You should get compensated for that. You're giving your time, you're trading time for money, giving them your time, energy, and effort of what you work so hard to get to help them. You should help yourself too. You should get paid for that. So I feel like all businesses need a coaching and consulting division. And so our 6-month membership program is we're gonna build your coaching business from scratch, like from the beginning. And or if you have a coaching business, it's probably not set up on a profitable foundation. And or if you want to add a coaching and consulting division in it, I feel like you could. So that's our 6-month membership program that starts in June. And then summer school starts in June too. Okay. So oh, thank you so much. So if you do have any questions, I got another meeting in 3 minutes. So if you do have any questions, comments, and concerns, definitely let me know. You can always email me or reach out to me on social media. Wherever you see this live at, reach out to me, ask questions. But I look forward to working with you guys. We're gonna stick next Thursday. I'm out of town. I had a speaking engagement, so I'm out of town. So we won't be going live on next Thursday, but we will go live next week. So I'm trying to figure this out. How long did it take you to set up all of this in your business? I've been in business for 10 years. So maybe like I do this for a living. So it didn't take me long because this is what I do for a living. But somebody else that doesn't do it for a living, that's a different question. But for me, like, it's like for me to ask you like how long it took you to do your website. Like, if you do websites for a living, like it didn't take you that long to do because that's what you do for a living. But I feel like it's not hard to do. You just got to figure out. That's why we build strategic plans. Like, you got to know What's the flow? What's the look? What's the money? What's the client? What's the process? Like, what's our value proposition? What's our core competencies? Like, who money we trying to get? What's the messaging that we trying to say? What's our value? So once you figure that out, it's easy for you to be like, okay, this is the type of client I want. This is the type of money I want to make based on what I would like to be done. If it was me giving somebody my money, this is what I would want. Once you outline what you would want, then it's just, mapping it out and putting it together. So for me, I don't think that would be a good question, because for me, it's like, oh, it'll take a couple days. Like, but for somebody else that don't do it, it might be a little different. But we build this all the time for our clients, so it don't take us long at all. It's just you getting clear on what you want, and a lot of times we're not clear, and so that's why we work with you to kind of figure out, based on your business model, based on other people that we've worked with, based on what works. Like, this is kind of what would go. What this would be the best practices. So if you already DM me though, I will message you back. Okay. So I want to thank you guys for coming. I want you to have an excellent weekend and happy Easter. Like, if that's what you're celebrating, that's what you're into. Happy Easter.